Most people love the idea of passive income. The idea sounds simple, attractive, and almost magical. Make money while you sleep, earn without working, and build a life where money keeps coming in even when you are not actively doing something. But here's the truth. Most people do not actually understand what passive income is. And because they do not understand it, they either chase unrealistic ideas, fall for hype, or become disappointed when things do not work as quickly as they expected. So in this video, I want to explain passive income in a simple, realistic, and beginner-friendly way. What it is, what it is not, why it matters, and how people should think about it if they want to build income more wisely. And before we continue, please take a second to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment. That really helps this channel grow, helps more people find this content, and supports us as we build business made simple together. Let's start with the basic definition. Passive income is income that continues to come in after the main work has already been done, or income that does not require your constant direct time in the same way a job does. That is the simplest way to understand it. It does not mean money from nothing. It does not mean zero effort. And it definitely does not mean instant wealth. That is one of the biggest misunderstandings. A lot of people hear the phrase passive income and imagine easy money. They think it means setting up one small thing and then getting paid forever with no work, no maintenance, no risk, and no patience. But in real life, passive income usually works very differently. In most cases, passive income begins with active effort. You either invest time, money, skill, or energy first. You build something, buy something, create something, or organize something. And then, if it works well, it can continue producing income later with less day-to-day effort than a normal job. That is what makes it passive. Not that it requires no work at all, but that it becomes less dependent on your direct hourly labor over time. That distinction matters a lot, because if people do not understand that, they start chasing fantasy instead of strategy. So let's make this very practical. If you work a normal job and get paid by the hour or by the month, that is active income. You are trading your time directly for money. If you stop working, the income usually stops too. The same is true for many freelancers, consultants, or service providers. Even if the income is good, it is still active because it depends heavily on your direct involvement. Passive income is different. Passive income usually comes from an asset, a system, or a piece of work that continues producing value after the initial effort. For example, rental income from a property can be passive income. Dividend income from investments can be passive income. Royalties from a book, music, or digital product can be passive income. Income from a YouTube video that keeps getting views over time can become passive income. An online course, a digital download, or affiliate content can also create passive income if people continue buying or clicking after the work has already been done. Now notice something important. All of those examples usually require something first. A property requires capital and management. Investments require money and patience. A book requires writing. A course requires creating. A YouTube channel requires content, strategy, editing, and consistency. So again, passive income is usually not free money. It is delayed income from something you built, bought, or structured earlier. That is a much healthier way to think about it. Now, let's also talk about what passive income is not. Passive income is not a salary. It is not getting paid for showing up at work. It is not freelancing where you constantly exchange time for money. It is not a business that falls apart the moment you stop touching every part of it. And it is not some random online trend that promises fast cash with no skill, no experience, and no effort. A lot of so-called passive income advice online is really just marketing. It is designed to attract clicks, not to teach wisdom. That is why you see so many exaggerated promises like earn money while you sleep, make thousands with no experience, or build passive income in a weekend. That kind of content is often misleading because it hides the truth. The truth is that most passive income streams take time to build. They take effort to understand. And they usually require one of four things: money, skill, consistency, or patience. Sometimes all four. This is why a more realistic definition of passive income would be this. Passive income is income that becomes less dependent on your direct time after an upfront investment of work, money, or systems. That is not as flashy, but it is far more accurate, and honestly, it is far more useful. Because now you can ask better questions, not, how can I get rich without working? But, what can I build now that may continue producing value later? That is a much smarter question. Now let's make this even easier to understand with a few examples. If you create a useful YouTube video today, and that video keeps getting views for the next 2 years, that can become passive income. If you design a digital product once and people keep buying it every month, that can become passive income. If you invest in assets that pay dividends, that can become passive income. If you own something that produces cash flow, that can become passive income. But if you must constantly be present, constantly repeat the same labor, and constantly sell your time in order to earn, then that is mostly active income. There's nothing wrong with active income, by the way. This is important. Many people talk about passive income as if active income is bad. That is nonsense. Active income is often where people begin. A salary can help you survive. A job can help you learn discipline. A business can help you build capital. Freelancing can help you gain skills. The goal is not to disrespect active income. The goal is to understand that active income alone has limits. You only have so many hours. Your energy is limited. Your attention is limited. And if your income depends entirely on your constant presence, then your financial life stays fragile. That is why passive income matters. It can reduce pressure. It can create flexibility. It can help you stop relying on one source only. And over time, it can become part of a more stable financial life. But this is another important truth. Most passive income starts small. That is normal. People often imagine one big passive income stream changing everything overnight. But in reality, many passive income journeys start with something modest. Maybe a small investment account, maybe one digital product, maybe one rental unit, maybe one channel, maybe one course, maybe one useful article, or one affiliate page. What matters in the beginning is not how impressive it looks. What matters is whether it works, whether it grows, and whether it teaches you how systems and assets actually create income. That is the real lesson. So if you are a beginner, how should you think about passive income? Think about it as a long-term building process, not a shortcut. Think of it as learning how to create value that can keep working after your first effort is finished. Think of it as moving gradually from only trading time for money toward also building assets, systems, and content that can continue producing results. That is a realistic goal. And that goal is much better than chasing hype, because hype makes people impatient, and impatience leads to bad decisions. People invest in things they do not understand. They copy trends without thinking. They expect fast results. And when those results do not come quickly, they quit. But real passive income usually rewards the opposite mindset: patience, clarity, consistency, and a willingness to build before expecting results. So here is the bottom line. Passive income is real, but most people misunderstand it. It is not magic money. It is not zero effort, and it is not an excuse to avoid work. It is income that continues to come in because something valuable was built, bought, invested in, or organized earlier. That is why passive income can be powerful. It gives you the possibility of creating income beyond your direct hourly effort. But it only works well when you approach it with realism, discipline, and long-term thinking. So if you are just starting out, do not ask, "How can I make money without doing anything?" Ask, "What can I build, learn, or invest in now that might keep creating value later?" That question can change the way you think about money, and in the long run, it can change the way you build your financial future. If this video helped you understand passive income more clearly, please subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below. That really helps us grow this channel, helps more people discover the content, and supports what we are building here at Business Made Simple. Thanks for watching, and thank you for helping us grow the channel.